Greetings, human life forms. I'm the Meister. Welcome back to yet another prediction video. Today we'll be doing the Miami Dolphins. We're gonna do every single team, like I've mentioned in the past. We're gonna do playoff predictions, Super Bowl predictions. We're gonna do all that before the season starts. And real quick before I start, I do have a Twitter in the description below that I do most of my NFL talks, which is probably where a lot of you people that are watching are coming from, if I had to guess. It's mainly biased Bills stuff, because I'm a Bills fan, obviously. But if you want to follow me over there, you can. Almost at 1,100 followers, so that's cool. I also have a Twitch that I stream on. I do not notify you people on YouTube when I go live on Twitch, so you're going to have to follow me over on Twitch, so you get notified on Twitch when I upload. Or stream, I should say. And Instagram, but you people don't really care about that, but I'll leave it in the description as well. So Dolphins. Dolphins have a really good defense, like amazing defense. I don't know if I should call it that amazing, because Josh Allen always slices up their defense every single time. But regardless, Dolphins, really good defense. Offense, it's one of those offenses that if Tua can play well, it's going to be a really good offense. If he plays kind of like he did last year, it's going to go down a bit. Kind of similar to the Broncos and Giants situations. But yeah, we'll see where Tua is in year 2. I'm going to do my predictions here, and here we go with week 1. Starting off the season on the road at New England to take on the Patriots. Patriots, another team with a really good defense and potentially a really scary offense, depending on quarterback play. Again, if Cam Newton can get back to his old form, or if Mac Jones is surprisingly good. From what I hear, it's good competition right now, so they're neck and neck, which means they both equally suck. At least with the videos I've seen, Cam Newton has been absolutely terrible, so they have a really good tight end group, obviously, because they got Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith, both from free agency. They also got Nelson Aguilar, a great wide receiver. Well, he's really old, but he gets so many plays. Running the football is a bit of a problem. Not with the Bills, though, for whatever reason. But yeah, these are two teams that I think are neck and neck right now for the playoffs and standings-wise. But I'm going to go with the home team, Patriots, getting the win here week 1. Dolphins start off 0-1. And then next week in week 2, we'll get to host the Buffalo Bills. Bills, obviously, top 5 offense in the league and top 10 defense in the league, at least in my opinion. Totally not biased. But it's going to be a real big challenge for the Dolphins to stop Allen. It always seems to be a tight game. At least the first go-around. The second go-around is always like a total blowout. But, this is a tough game. I'm going to go Bills here just because it's early in the season. Oh, God, sorry. Tua is still getting back in his groove. I mean, so is Allen, but Allen is miles ahead of Tua. So, Bills there, week 3 at Las Vegas to take on the Raiders. This is where Fitzmagic had his amazing game, but now they have Tua doing the job for him. Raiders they're very interesting. Offensively, they can be really scary. They have Darren Waller, obviously, one of the top tight ends in the league. Josh Jacobs, one of the top young running backs in the league. And Derek Carr, he's a really solid, accurate quarterback. And then they picked up John Brown from the Bills, so he could be a help. Oh my God, Avast, are you kidding me? All right, whatever. But yeah, that could be a really scary offense. Defensively is where they might struggle a little bit, like they did last year. Highly doubt it'll be as bad, but I'm gonna go with the Dolphins here. I think this is where the Dolphins pick up their first win of the season. It's just I don't really trust that Raiders defense too much. Like, I mean, sure, Tua is the one facing off with this defense, but I really don't like this defense. So I'm going to go Dolphins there. Week 4, hosting the Indianapolis Colts. Colts, obviously, we know how solid their defense was last year, able to make some plays. Offensively is, again, where it gets interesting, because it's basically the same team, but instead of Phillip Rivers, you have Carson Wentz, which is very interesting. It could either be significantly worse for them, or it can be significantly better for them. So this is a good game. Oh man, I'm gonna go Dolphins here just because it's earlier in the season. Carson Wentz still learning the playbook. I highly doubt it's gonna be exactly the same from when he played with Reich and Philly. They could make it similar, but it probably won't be exactly the same. Tua's already been in the same system for a year. First full off season. So week 5 at Tampa to take on the Buccaneers. That's an easy Buccaneers for me. Two teams with good defenses, but it's the Tampa Bay offense that is the big difference in this game. Really big difference. With Brady and all the old guys over there. So, yeah, Buccaneers there. Week 6 at Jacksonville, still in Florida, to take on the Jaguars. Jaguars could be a sneaky team. They do have Trevor Lawrence. Haven't seen him play in the NFL yet. So we'll see how he does when the season starts. But they have Marvin Jones that they got from the Lions, and they still have DJ Shark, which could be a sneaky wide receiving duo. And then they have Tim Tebow at tight end for whatever reason. And then on defense, they picked up Shaquille Griffin from the Seahawks, which is a pretty good pickup in my opinion. They don't really have too much left on that. Well, of course, they have Miles Jack, of course. I mean, Miles Jack is a great player. And they have the imposter Josh Allen over there as well. So this could be an interesting game, but I'm going to go Dolphins just because Dolphins are just flat out the better team than the Jaguars are. So week 7, hosting the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons coming off a bye. Falcons is one of those teams that I'm not a fan of. More specifically, their defense. I absolutely hate their defense. It's just terrible over there. Offensively, they lost Julio Jones, obviously, which is a huge loss for Matt Ryan. They still have Calvin Ridley. Ridley can definitely be their number 1 wide receiver for sure. And they got Kyle Pitts from the draft. He could be useful, but again, he's a rookie. We haven't seen him play in the league yet. So I'm going to go Dolphins here, and their Dolphins are at home. So yeah, I'm going to go Dolphins there. Week 8 at Buffalo to take on the Bills. Bills coming off their bye. We know how good the Bills have been coming off their bye in the Sean McDermott era. Undefeated in the Sean McDermott era. Coming off the bye and facing off with an opponent. So that's a really good record for the Bills and Sean McDermott. Obviously, that could play a factor in this game. Every time the Bills and Dolphins have played, like the past 3 to 4 years, the Bills have blown them out to bits. And I think that's going to be this game here. This is going to be the close game up here. But down here is where the blowout's going to happen. Tua's going to be shaky. He's going to throw to an area that doesn't even have a single Dolphins receiver within 15 yards, and he's going to be picked off probably by Tre'Davious White or Micah Hyde or someone. Week 9, though, 4-4 on the season, hosting the Houston Texans. That's an easy Dolphins for me. Texans, they do not have a good defense, and depending what happens with Deshaun Watson, they don't have a good offense either. Tyrod Taylor, he's a veteran to make plays. He isn't the most accurate quarterback in the league, though. He's very mobile, though, so that could be useful for the Texans. Week 10, a huge game on Thursday Night Football, hosting the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens have a pretty solid defense. They did lose Matthew Judon to the Patriots, but that's probably not too big of a loss for them. Offensively, of course, they got a lot of wide receivers from the draft, and of course they got Sammy Watkins. Knowing Sammy Watkins, he'll probably be injured by week 10 and out for the game. But I'm not predicting injuries because predicting injuries is really stupid. Of course, they have former MVP Lamar Jackson. Great runner. He didn't look as good in the passing game as he did in his MVP season. I mean, he can still throw the football. Every quarterback can throw the football, unless you're a Broncos wide receiver. But he could still throw the football. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. This is a really good game, though. This is an insanely good game. I'm going to go... I think I'm going to go Ravens here, just because Ravens have a good running game, and Dolphins lost Kyle Van Noy linebacker, which could be a factor in this. Again, even though Josh Allen literally stiff-armed him into the ground last season. No one talks about it, but here we are. That's a really good game. I'm going to go Ravens there. Slight edge in that game. Week 11 at New York to take on the Jets. Yeah, that's Dolphins. Easy there. Jets don't have the best defense or the best offense, so yeah, going Dolphins there. Week 12, hosting the Carolina Panthers. Panthers have a very young defense. They need to progress. They need to do all their aging stuff before they get really good, if they even get really good. Offensively, could be really good. Depends how Sam Darnold plays. Sam Darnold plays well, it's going to be an amazing offense. If he doesn't, offense is kind of going to be like last year. But I'm going to go Dolphins here just because I trust them more than I do the Panthers. So yeah, that's it for that game. 7-5, kind of in the playoff hunt still. Week 13, hosting the New York Giants. Really good game. Giants have a solid defense, could potentially have a really good offense. Again, Daniel Jones plays well. It's going to be a really good offense. If not so much. Of course, Giants picked up Kenny Galladay in the off-season. Voice crack. And, of course, they also have Saquon Barkley, so we already know how good he can be. So this is going to be a really close game. But I'm going to go Dolphins here, just because Dolphins have more talent than the Giants do. If Daniel Jones can take his next step, I might reconsider this game. But for right now, I'm going Dolphins here. Coming off the late bye, hosting the New York Jets. Easy Dolphins there. Week 16 at New Orleans to take on the Saints on Monday Night Football. Now that is a good game right there. Saints have a solid defense. Not the best defense, but they have a good enough defense. Offensively, they did lose some players, but that could still be possibly a playoff caliber offense, depending if Jameis Winston can only throw to... Well, if Jameis Winston only throws to his team, it'll be fine, but if he throws to the other team, they won't be fine. Oh. I kind of want to go tie, but that's stupid. I already did my tie of the year. I'm going to go Saints for this game. Week 17, second last game of the season, at Tennessee to take on the Titans. Ooh, another good game. Titans, they picked up Bud Dupree from the Steelers. That'll really help them. They did lose Butler, though, to the Cardinals, which is kind of bad for them. But they still have Byard. Byard can still make some plays here and there. Offense, we know they picked up Julio Jones, Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, Brian Tannehill, all that stuff. Ooh. I'm going to go Titans here, just because Titans are the home team. I'm going to go Titans. No, actually, Dolphins. Dolphins, I think, have a great cornerback duo with Xavier Howard and Byron Jones, and that's going to match up well against Julio Jones and A.J. Brown. So I'm going to go Dolphins here in the upset of the season for Miami, 10-6. Last week of the season, hosting the Patriots to possibly make the playoffs. And they do it. Dolphins might be in the playoffs. I don't know. I've barely... This is my first AFC prediction video. So, 11-6 for the Dolphins, an extra win from last year onto the season. Possibly playoffs, maybe not. Who knows? We have to wait for my playoff predictions. So if you want to see those playoff predictions, you should probably subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you get notified when I upload my playoff prediction video. Yeah, you can like the video if you enjoyed it. Obviously, you don't have to. Completely optional. I already shouted out all my other stuff in the beginning of the video, so I don't have much else to say except life forms out.